In today's video, we're going to be looking at another remaster for Sonic Adventure 2. In this remaster, this one is called Ray's Remaster, and it is different from the one that I last looked at. This mod overhauls SA2 with his own changes that he's made along with his own tools and image libraries used throughout the game or its first game. Now, while he's still working on this, and only a few stages have been touched up, general things he's fixed was better quality sound effects thanks to the Xbox version of Heroes, Generations, or restored using the original unmodified sound effect. All voice lines and cutscenes, gameplay, and other events have been upscaled with enhanced AI. For the hero side of the story, for now again, City Escape for example has new upscaled textures and also remade one, uses a new background that uses a mix of a picture of San Francisco and his upscaled one, which also has new clouds in it. Wild Canyon has new upscaled textures and will eventually add a skybox and maybe make a few changes to the level as well. Prison Lane has new upscaled textures, and he said he doesn't really know what else to change, but he'll probably add new fog. For the dark side of the story, Iron Gate has new upscaled textures, Dry Lagoon has updated textures as well, new clouds in the skybox, Sand Ocean has new upscaled textures and uses buildings from the two-player version of the stage. As for the music side of things, he hasn't really changed too much at the moment, but City Escape is actually the Sonic Symphony version, and Prison Lane is the same Volume 2 version. And in parentheses it says Sonic Adventure Music Experience. So again, this remaster is definitely a work in process, he's still working on it, and I can't wait to see the final release. Now in the last remaster, I noticed a lot of people really didn't like the models. Well, you'll be happy to know that in this one, it's just upscaled versions of the SA2 models, so you don't have to worry about it kind of being out of place compared to everything else. And while I did really love the last remaster, true OG fans of SA2 may love this one a lot more. But how were my first impressions of this mod? There's only one way to find out. Let's hop into the video. And we are back with another Sonic Adventure 2 mod. Now this one is a different remaster compared to the last one I looked at. This one kind of keeps everything nice and clean, doesn't replace any of the models, just upscales a lot of them. And I know I probably said a lot of it in the intro. And if you're wondering why I pressed a new file this time around, is because I want to see how the hero story looks now. Now also, as I probably said in the intro, there's only a few stages changed along the way. So let's look at the hero story and see how City Escape looks, especially since we get to see the upscaled cutscenes as well.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
Okay, I do see the upscaled textures. It definitely looks a lot brighter. Now in terms of too much of a difference, I don't think you'd notice it all too well. Wow, Sonic's model looks good. It's a lot brighter, that's for sure.
Talk about low budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better.
Okay. Ooh, he added some clouds? I believe those were clouds he added. Or cloud, I guess I should say. Let's see in-game how it looked. Okay. Sonic Symphony version, kind of hitting different in the background. Noticing any differences, I could definitely tell Sonic's model, like I said, is just, it looks a lot better. And for those of you who didn't like the other remaster I looked at, oh, that's embarrassing. Come on, Sonic. Come on, don't embarrass me. You'll probably notice right off the bat that the model is the same. Like, it's just an upscaled version of SA2, so for those of you who didn't like replacing the mod or anything like that, you'll definitely be at home here. It looks real good. Follow me. Oh, and some of you noticed that my voice was a little hoarse last time in the last video we looked at, and it's getting better now. I was sick for a couple days, so that's why I don't sound the cleanest. But don't worry, I am back looking at some Sonic Adventure 2 mods, which Come on. I mean, this is the best way to get better in all reality. Yeah, it looks real good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, look at him. He looks good. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't notice too much of a difference. I think he said he added some clouds in the background as well, which, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Those might have already been in the original. I'm not sure if you guys can see right there. The music transition I wish was a little better. It seems kind of, you know, cut right in. But so far, I mean, it's really nothing crazy. It's not like he's replacing textures or anything like that. It's just upscaling everything and making it look a little cleaner. I mean, I think, now quote me if I'm wrong, the headlights and everything, I think he added those. I feel like I didn't notice that, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But honestly, yeah, it looks real good. The new music that was added, I actually don't mind it. I know some people probably aren't gonna like it all too well, but I gotta say, it's pretty good. And we're just stuck with getting Bs during these mods. Like I said in the previous video, I'm going to be trying to get at least B and above in every stage. I would say A or an S rank or something like that, but I'm here just to have some fun here. Now, I don't notice too much of a difference here. It seems like this one's kind of more the original. I mean, the upscaled model is still there, but I don't see too much of a difference here. Now, one thing that is cool about this mod is that one of the things you could download was an SA2 volume mixer, which basically lets you control the audio and everything. And while I didn't do it for this video just because I wanted to hear the new music and everything, you can turn music off, turn voice lines up, cutscene changes, like the whole 9 yards, which is actually super cool. I hope it's our boy.
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power. That's the Chaos Emerald! Now I know what's going on.
Now their eyes have this weird little,
So, where do you think
I don't know, you guys see that, right? Like, look at it. Kind of has this like weird rainbow metallic sheen. Okay, so the next one up, he said, for the hero side of the story was Wild Canyon. So let's see how this one look. Okay, so I do notice that, I mean, the upscaled textures make everything look a lot cleaner. Obviously, like I said, it wasn't too much changed here, but let me know if you guys like the more upscaled version. I mean, I gotta admit one thing, it does look really good, but I also gotta say that, you know, while I was a fan of the last one just because of the updated models and everything, I understand it wasn't everyone's favorite. Like a lot of people said, you know, like they think it moved a lot slower. Hey, what the hell? Was I just imagining that? That was there, right? Or was that the PNG image as I was flying? No, okay, no, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. For a second there, I thought I was absolutely cracking. Ow! Get out of here. I thought I was absolutely cracking out, but anyway. But I mean, I do understand, guys, that, you know, people want the original SA2 kind of looked and just upscaled like this. Now, me personally, I think I would like a little mixture of both. I would both like new models, but still look like the original. And I don't want to, you know, everyone to think that I think this game looks bad by any means. I mean, this is how I played it for years. So in terms of like looks and quality, I really don't care. I mean, I'll play SA2 OG any day.
Not too bad.
No, Knuckles, that was pretty bad. But let me know how you like your SA2 experience. Do you like it original Dreamcast look? Do you like it, you know, better looking SA2 battle look? Do you like a total remaster of like new HD changes and everything? Something that I really think Sega should do is make like, and I've said it before, like a Sonic 3D All-Stars. Maybe have Sonic Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, and even Shadow the Hedgehog. Come on guys, it wasn't that bad. I wish they'd hand it to a team that would absolutely update everything, and I mean just make it look pristine as possible. Fit it with the 2024 era of gaming. I mean, if we got Sonic Colors Ultimate, which, I mean, was an amazing game. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks beautiful. Why not do the same thing with the Adventure series? I mean, there are 4 games here that could really use an updated look. Next up is Prison Lane, which, I mean, honestly, guys, like, again, these you really won't see a difference. It's just upscaled textures, makes it look a little cleaner, but then again, you know, why not just give it a look at anyway? Now, one thing I gotta give the last remaster I looked at was, I mean, honestly, I know a lot of people just said it was just updated textures and stuff like that, but that's all I could really ask for. Like, I don't care if, you know, it looked slower or whatnot, which, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It didn't. Like, maybe it was the models moving and everything that made you think that way, but nothing was changed during speed. I mean, go download it for yourself and check it out. I actually still do recommend the last remaster, but this one's for like more favorable to the original. And if you guys want, I could look at two versions, you know, depending on how far he is with the remaster and everything. Look at like the hero story with this one and the dark side story with the other remaster mod I looked at. Either way, I mean, you're going to be getting a Sonic Let's Play here soon. And whether you like it or not, I mean, it's really all just preference at the end of the day. Everyone has their own bias, and I don't, you know, clown anyone for wanting a certain way. If you like how SA2 looks and you'd prefer it that way, or maybe you would like to download a remaster that has different HD textures, or maybe you really like that model from Sonic Unleashed or whatnot and so, you know? Whatever way you enjoy it should just be how you enjoy it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all up to you with how you want your game to be or how to look, and everyone's going to be biased. And I do want to say that right now is, even if, you know, I'm looking at a certain mod and I'm absolutely just sucking it off, like, you don't have to like it. I'm not forcing you or, you know, telling you that it's the better version of the game. I'm just saying, like, in my personal preference, it's just how I like it. Now, I decided to leave that last one because, you know, it was just upscaled textures, as is the case with the next stage, which is Dry Lagoon, and we're going to look at this one, and we're probably not going to spend too much time because they just added a few clouds and it's upscaled textures. Same thing with the next one. Now, I gotta admit, the last remaster I looked at had a better Rouge model. I don't care what you guys say. I really don't. God, like, why? Her tits look huge in this. Is that just me? Like, I don't mean to be that guy, but wow, those things are perky. Anyway, now let's see if we can see these clouds that he said he put in. I mean, did he put those in? And even if he did, they're so unnoticeable that I'm not gonna lie, I don't really see a difference. Besides upscale textures, I mean, this one's nothing too crazy. It's just, I mean, it's treasure hunting, which I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not the biggest fan of, but here's the thing. I wish you could see all the emeralds like you could in SA1. I mean, why they would exclude that feature? And I'm sure there's a mod that you can download that makes it to where you can track all the emerald pieces, no problem. In fact, I'm pretty sure I know there is, but I didn't want it conflicting with anything that Ray might have added, so I decided not to use anything else. But honestly, I just say we move on to the next stage, which the last one is Sand Ocean, so now I guess we can see how Eggman's model look. Now for this one, it's just upscaled textures, who would have thought? But it also said it used 2-player buildings, which I'm kind of wondering how that looks, because I'm not gonna lie to you, me and my brother didn't play a lot of this on 2-player. I mean, we played it, but we mainly went to like the speed battles, and while we didn't exclude this all entirely, it's not something we went out of our way to play, so I'm not gonna notice it too much. So I'll be relying on you guys to see if you notice any like the 2-player stuff in the background. Maybe you have SA2 and you load it up and check it out, see what got changed for sure. But as from what I can see, nothing really has changed too much. But I'm not gonna lie, I do miss the Eggman model that we saw in the last remaster. I mean, that one looked good. I mean, he had ass for days, let's be honest here, but he did look a lot cleaner, and I kind of preferred that. Oh no, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really don't notice anything different so far. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna rely on you guys to see if like the 2-player battle stuff is something that was added, like different buildings and stuff. But really, besides upscaled textures, maybe he fixed a little bit of the lighting. There's not much of a difference here, from what I can tell anyway. No, but you guys, that was just a small look at of a remaster. Sorry for the shorter video. Like I said, I'm just recovering from that sickness, but I will have another video out for you guys here soon. We're going to be going back to look at Sonic Team Racing and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. Oh my god, that's a mouthful. Because I do want to continue my Year of Shadow stuff. There was a few more games that I wanted to put Shadow into, and let's be honest, I mean, it's Year of Shadow. We've been given a lot of Sonic love over here, but this man has an agenda. And if you want to know why I didn't look at any Shadow stages, it's because he didn't really touch on anything. But I guess for the sake of just looking at Shadow's model, we can see how it was updated, if at all. He didn't say anything about Shadow's model being updated, but I do think I notice it. I mean, he still has the upscale textures. Yeah, I mean, I think he looks good. Now, I do wish we kind of had some of the voice lines from the last mod. If those two could like combine, make a nice little baby dude, I gotta say it would be an amazing mod. But yeah, that is going to be it for today, and we will be looking at this again in the future. Again, this remaster is a work in progress, and that's one thing I gotta say that I am gonna keep anytime I play this game from now on is the sound control. So please, I will leave a link down below to the mod. In the last video, I think I forgot to lay down the mod link, so I'm going to go back at this point of the recording and go fix that. But as always, I leave all the mods, you know, everything that you need down below. For this one, specifically, I'm just going to leave one link to Ray's Remaster, and then if you look down below in requirements, you can see the rest of the stuff that you need to download. But Ray, if for some reason you ever end up seeing this video, I am absolutely in love with this, and I mean, your dedication to anyone who mods, it's absolutely a work of art, and I can't wait to see the final product. And if you guys have any mods that you want me to look at, you know, if there is another remaster mod you want me to look at, I know a lot of people were saying that there's a way better version of the last mod I looked at, but I think he might have taken it down for tweaking or whatever, because for the life of me I can't find it. But if you have found it, definitely leave a link in your comments down below. Let me know where it's at. I'll download it and look at it as soon as possible. But as much as we love mods and stuff, there is a few games that I do want to look at, official or otherwise, before we officially start our SA2 Let's Play. And if you guys want me to take it semi-serious and play through the story like normal, or you want me to add mods, like maybe Tails will be, you know, Cream the Rabbit or something like that, definitely let me know. I can add mods to whoever, whenever, but one thing's for sure is Sonic, Shadow, all the Sonic team will always be a feature on this channel no matter what. And we're about, at the time of this recording, I think we're roughly a little more than a week away from Sonic's anniversary, and that is when my Sonic retrospective will come out. Now again, that is based on all my experiences with the games, kind of how I began with the Sonic journey and everything. So definitely stay tuned for that video. Let's get as many views as we can up until then. If you share the same experiences as me, definitely let me know. But I will catch you guys in the next video, and don't worry, you won't be waiting too long on that. It will come out very shortly. Just remember, if you're ever bored, come game with Ty, and I'll catch you all later.